Hello everyone, and welcome back for episode 5 of my Minecraft Oneblock series, Snowblock. In the previous episode, we built this new crop platform here, which for the first build of this series, I thought came out really, really good. And then, well, I'll sleep real quick. Get on my bed. I guess the villager needs some sleep too. He's a pretty busy guy. And then down here, in the basement that we started building, we have some storage being organized. So wood stuff, mob stuff, minerals, other. It's not too bad. We got plenty of space to work with. Just still from out space them. It's a good start. And I'm sure it's going to expand as we go along. But as for today's plans, we have this platform over here I've been saving for my house. Like I mentioned before, my house is going to be largely aesthetic. Maybe a little function. I am keeping most of the function on the other platforms though, between tree farming, crops, etc. So yeah, been looking at some designs online, getting an idea of what I want to do. And now we're going to get some resources together and start putting this house together. Alrighty, I'm just about done clearing out the tree farm, getting all the wood types we can use to... Oh, whoa, look at this. I think this is our wolf. Huh. I forgot they added variants of the wolf. That's a very cool color. And we may have bones to... Oh, and you know what? With the sheep, we definitely want... Okay, hang on. Wolves like sheep. So let's go get some bones real quick. And try to tame him before anything bad happens. Because I would prefer if my sheep don't die. Okay. That was so easy. I like the red color, actually. Not enough for now. Good boy. Sit. We'll have to wait. We haven't got name tags yet. Because once we get name tags, I'd like to ask y'all what your suggestions are for a name for the cat. Where's the cat? I thought we had a cat. I don't see it. I hope it didn't despawn. We got the wolf at least, so we'll at least have a name for our well, now dog. I don't know. I didn't have any fish for the cat, so it's possible maybe it just despawned or something. But if you look at my inventory, I got over 3 stacks of spruce, over a stack of oak, a stack of birch, and a bunch of other random stuff in there. I've just been replanting our oak and birch here. Actually, I haven't mined them up in a while. It's quite a bit. I'll probably do up to like there and oak, because oak is pretty good for various things. Oh my gosh, my inventory is a mess. Some extra saplings in there. I got poisonous potato when I was expanding the crops, because remember from last time we didn't have it going all the way down to the end yet. But as you can see here, this one needs a little more. So I got a few more of, I think these are carrots to grow. But otherwise the rest of them are full now, all the rows of crops. Like I said, we're going to use the beetroot for the composter, so I will take care of that in a little bit. But what we're going to do first, I'm going to get it down to the basement. Gonna make a chest real quick. I'm going to throw all of these wooden supplies into a chest over by our platform here. Right here, I'll just put it here. Yeah, all of this, it's quite a mess. Trying to get a good organization here. See what else we can find down there. Now, stone-wise, like for extra details, we don't have too much, and the cobblestone we should be saving for the villager. We'll actually look at what his trades are in a second. I keep forgetting about that. Calcite could be a fun block. Maybe we can do some dripstone. Andesite. Andesite's one of my favorite stone blocks to use. Not sure if I use granite. I'm not really a fan. I like brick, so we'll take the clay actually to make brick blocks. But I don't necessarily like the texture of granite all that much. We can use jungle. We still have some jungle left, which is good to see. Might need some of this. Of course, we'll need a door. Just grab some basic supplies to start with. I might come back later, but it's gonna be a fair bit of wood in this build. Unfortunately, there's not much way around it. That's the main thing we get. Other than from the one block, we get some stony stuff. You know, so let me explain what I got going on here so far. I've laid out, it's gonna be a 15 by 15 foundation for the house. And what I would like to do, because this is actually something I want IRL for my house, I'd love to have a porch out on either side or the front of the house. So this here is going to be a bit of a patio porch space. No, I'm not looking out too much. There is the gravel over there, so that's part of a nice view, I suppose. And then what we're gonna do is I have it raised a little bit, so that means that the house itself will be raised up a little bit, whether we have a basement space or not, I don't know. And then what you have to do is you're gonna have the entrance somewhere over here, and then yeah, we'll see where the rest of it goes. But this is just the foundation area of it. I did add these fences temporarily at the very least because I'm afraid of walking over here and then, you know, I try upstairs where I accidentally fall off, and falling off would be bad. So yeah, I'm gonna get to some building and we'll see how this turns out. Well, that was a bit of an eventful night. So, a bit of progress update here. As you can see, I've started establishing different walls of the house. This front wall here, and you'll notice in my inventory here, I have some bricks. What I'd like to do is I want to have a chimney. Either on this one or this one. I guess in my head, now that I think about it, maybe having on the back wall is better than having windows looking out here. Because otherwise you put the chimney here to take a bit away from the sight line of the main area. We might do that then, as I think about it. And then we'll probably have more windows on this side. This is the general square footage of the main part of the house. I started putting the posts for the porch. What we're gonna have is we're gonna have a normal triangular-ish roof for this part, and it's gonna slant down a few blocks and connect to these posts down here to have a little bit of a sloped roof covering the porch over here. And it still gives us a little bit of space, not too much, but I don't imagine I'll be on the outside on the edges too much, where we can add some plants and other decorations around it. I don't know if we will fence in this platform or not. We will have to see. Yeah, as you noticed, I forgot to light up my build as I was working on this, and a few things spawned. Thankfully, nothing crazy happened. So I walked off. Creeper, I was mischief, even though gunpowder is still here. So there was no damage done there. It's important to lay up your builds so that stuff like that does not happen, which could have been a complete disaster, whether I fell into the void or whatever. Alrighty, just as I was grabbing some more oak wood, this guy came back again with the horse. I don't know. I still don't think the horse would be all that useful to us. We don't have a lot of space to work with. And we also still need a saddle. and I don't know if there's a way to craft it in this mode. It may not be very useful to us still. Azalea. See, the problem here, right, is I only have 3 cobblestone. And to use 8 cobblestone for Azalea, especially given that the Oneblock lately has been more random between ores and wood and dirt and stone, it might take a little more time than you think. I also was thinking about this, and I don't know if it's done smelting yet. I do want to make a stone cutter, because I do need to use stone cutter, not quite yet, for some additional details with brick stairs and such. I did start putting in the chimney fireplace thingy. I'm not sure how sold I am on how I want to do this, because in my head, the way I usually make a fireplace, I would want something on the inside still, but then do I want to have the smoke travel up into, you know, like the actual smoke? Because I've seen designs where people put like a campfire on top and the smoke like coming from the very top of the chimney, and then they don't have anything on the inside, I guess. For me, that sounds a little weird, so I was thinking if maybe have a campfire here and the smoke could go up there and go out the chimney, assuming that goes that high. I don't know what the height of smoke from a campfire is, but that was my initial thought. So what we would do then is, I guess we'd have windows that are fairly skinny. Doing it that way just isn't the worst thing, and it would add some good variety at least. We do that, and then, like I was saying, do we want one big window here? I feel like we don't. I think we should still have, I'm looking from the outside. I think what we want to do, because I also want to add shutters, I think, to these windows. Let's bring it in by 1 on each side. My thinking is we'll put trapdoor shutters on this side, and then that leaves us with not much space left. So maybe what we do is we put one down the middle here. I don't know, is it weird to have like, I guess they won't really be shutters that you can open and close, because I think it's for trapdoors, so then you have these 2 wide. But does that look good? I guess we still have to experiment with it and see if it's something that turns out good or not. Looking at this, I almost wonder if, well, no, because once you put the trapdoors, you're gonna have that, it'd either be right against the log pillars, or you have maybe that 1 block of space there for the stripped oak wood. So we'll try it out. I think we'll leave it that way for now, and I'll have to mess around with it. Worst case, I might have to make these also 1, but I kind of like the idea of having 1 wide. I feel like there should be 2 wide over here. And here, we could do something different. Do I got a little more oak wood here. So if we still bring it in 1 more, I won't use up too much of it, because I have to go get more. But then let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 9 spaces still left. So we split down the middle. We have 4 and 4. Is that good enough? I mean, I don't know. We don't have to put windows in every single one either. Like, we could also decide not to have windows at all on this back side, since we're not really seeing much. That might not be the worst idea, because then we can also do more with shelving or paintings. I don't remember how to make paintings. Might not be a bad idea. Maybe leave the windows for these sides. So we could have maybe bigger windows on this side, and I'll probably actually bring it down to be the same height as the other one. I have to go more oak, like I said. But if we do that, that might not be a terrible plan. So what we'll do is I'll try to get some more wood. I'll experiment a little more. I don't know if we don't have much sand, so maybe we'll use fences. Maybe I'll just leave them open until we get sand. Well, we'll have to see. Decisions. I've been trying to experiment with the start of the roof. As you can see here, I have done about half of the patio roof. I'm trying to figure out the incline here, because it's going to connect to the main roof of the house. I'm not sure how I'm feeling about it. It might be those things that I just carry out further and see how it looks. I've also gone ahead and filled in the back wall here. I think it'll look okay. What my thinking is I'll bring out the fireplace 1 more, so I'll cover up most of the shaft, right? Isn't that it's called, the shaft? Maybe we'll have some iron bars covering the front as a safety thing, so you don't run into the fire. It'd be cool if we had a cauldron, because maybe, cooking some soup or something on the campfire. And I think I'm okay with this. Yeah, I think that these are okay window sizes. Here, I think it's pretty. I'm glad that they're different. I think that'll help. I'm almost wondering if I'm going to take one out though, because I'm also thinking about it with the patio. I was thinking about having at least one smaller window here, maybe on this side too, and then maybe have the door like in the middle of this wall here. Not quite certain yet. Yeah, it's definitely just a lot of messing around, experimenting, see what works, what doesn't work. Still trying to get the structure done as a whole first, and then we'll start adding the details like the shutters and, like I said, not sure if I'm gonna use fences or hold off maybe on glass for these windows here. We really can't do much other detailing, especially with the lighting, until we add the roof in. I think I'm good with at least being spruce. That's the one thing I'm starting off with this roof. I think my pig is inspecting it, the one that got away from the others, seeing what he thinks about it. I'm not sure if he likes it or not, but I think it's going the right direction. I'm just still deciding on a few bits and bobs here. I like how it looks from this side. Now I'm just seeing this for the first time. This is really cool. Like I said, we might add some flowers or other decorations on the outside to spruce this up a little bit. Spruce. And we'll also have some lighting. Hanging lanterns like we did over there would look so nice. As I visualize it right now, I think they look really cool. So yeah, I'm gonna carry through a little more of the build, and I'll bring you guys back in a little bit. Clean up more. Oh, he's back. Okay, what you? Ooh, sand. I was just talking about this actually. I don't think how much sand we get. How much table is he gonna let me get? That's a lot of sand, but that means we can do glass windows, and that'd be really cool. I don't know if I'm gonna do panes. I'm trying to think. Is there anything else here I want? Oh, the tree grew on top of me. The wolf is too expensive. Yeah, wolf. Okay, so we're good in that respect. Cool. So now I'm going to start smelting this into glass, which gives some cool options. I don't know if I would do colored glass or not. Visualizing it in my head, I almost feel like it would be better to leave as either glass panes or regular glass. But I think that'd be a great addition. And as I was mentioning earlier, we can do this right now actually. Where is the trap doors? Let's do some shutters real quick just to get an idea of what that's gonna look like. So I like spruce here, I think. I think that will go pretty well with the build. Let me take a look here. Yeah. Keep in mind, I think too, we might have some stuff above the windows as well, some decoration. I think it goes well with the stripped oak here. I wonder, the spruce logs, you guys let me know in the comments. I'm not sold on them. Part of me thinks that maybe we should use a different log type. Something that's not as dark. I'm not positive. I don't have the, I'm not sure how to describe it. I'm trying to think about it, and it's not, something feels a little off about it. I'm not completely sold on it. I'm gonna probably change out some of these for fences underneath. It's not gonna be pure solid oak planks underneath there. That will be probably a nice change just to break it up a little bit. And I think in general, because the house is raised up a little bit, it makes sense to have some space underneath. You still want some logs perhaps going to the bottom as a strong foundation, even though none of this makes sense because this is floating. The house shouldn't be able to be like this right now. If anything, it should fall off the platform by now, if we're being honest. So while we're at that, it's like, okay, why do we care about like foundational stuff like that? But I think it'll just look better. Right now it looks kind of weird just sitting on planks by itself. So I'll probably make that adjustment. Like I said, I just get in some more wood so I could do more oak stuff, but then I have a decent amount of spruce still. So I'm going to try to crack on with the roof here, see if I can get more of that done today. So we can hopefully, at minimum today, finish the structure of the house. Well, honestly, it's been a bit of a struggle. I'm not gonna lie. Trying to figure out this roof shape, and obviously connecting it to the patio on the side here. It's been a bit rough. I think it's slightly better now because I had it a little more pointed at the top earlier, and then I changed it to be a little flatter. I think I like the direction of it. I'm not quite sure though. it's exactly what I want or not, but yeah, it's a work in progress for sure. So I'm just putting in the window panes now. Hopefully I like these. I have more sand, so if I don't like it, I can always pull it out, but I don't have silk touch, so it'd be kind of sad if I didn't like it. It's a cute little window. I like that window a lot, actually. That's cute. And then if we go out here, they might be a little tall. I think they also just need some more decoration in that open space up there. This side looks really good. We still put it, so I don't know if I like the stairs or the slabs. I do like the fences though underneath. I'm gonna have to extend that to this side as well and the other sides. I like that. Having open space underneath. Not sure what we'd have underneath. Like, I'll pull a torch out for sure. But I gotta see what else I put under there. That's definitely a good change. And then the chimney I'm slowly working on. It's just a matter of getting clay and then putting bricks in. So that's gonna take a bit longer to do. Not sure if we're gonna put another window here. If we put some decoration here, you know, chairs or other stuff in this section, this corner, that might help. It's a bit barren at the moment. I just wasn't sure I wanted to overload this wall with windows. So that's why I like this window here. It's great, perfect. Nothing needs to be done to it. But then we still have this spot here that we gotta figure out how we're gonna do, as well as decorating the inside. Y'all let me know if you have any suggestions on how we can maybe make this work a little better. there's some weird spots to it. I'm trying to figure out the roof especially. It's not perfect. It's not where I want it yet, but we'll eventually get it there. Just need to do some more tweaking, I guess. And I think for today that will do it. We'll pick up next time, decorating the house a bit more, getting some stuff on the inside and outside looking a lot better. Hopefully we can figure out this roof. I don't know. It's gotta just go through its phases, you know? If you have enjoyed this episode, be sure to like and subscribe if you're looking forward to more. And I will catch y'all in the next episode. Bye!